going to turn on the record button and begin, my friends. I'll leave the Alexander token up since we're expecting a Kyle later on. When last we saw our heroes, our party, as they made their way further into the tomb, had gone through more of the chambers on the third level. You cracked the code effectively on the waterfall chamber, making your way through there. Oh, and also thoroughly dealt with the very long, very intimidating wooden disc evil madness wind chamber. You were able to surpass all the challenges within there for the most part and retrieve 2 eye gems of a scarlet and pearl nature. Defeating the waterfall puzzle, you also were able to grab a pale purple and a lime green gem. We did, unfortunately, it was twice during last session that we almost lost, but our dear Professor Whifflespark was at a bit of a disadvantage. We were worried about his safety, both in the madness wind room where he was frozen solid for a full minute, and again in a spinning tunnel that revealed yet another corpse from the forlong company of the Yellow Banner that had come before you. After getting trapped inside of that turning hallway puzzle, Alexandria, thinking fast, animated the corpse at the center of the chamber, which allowed the pressure plate to move again as undead flesh met its bone, and Whifflespark was freed. With a couple of books being thrown back into the pile and it being triggered a second time, we also managed to get the dead corpse of the Yellow Banner member out of there as well, now animated. There was a whole debacle with Axe Beaks that I'm not going to get into because I think we all know how that went. The party went through quite a bit. You continued on further and discovered that peephole that went into a hieroglyph door of a jackal-headed god creature of some kind, covered in locusts. One of those locusts had a button that actually made the jackal-headed door shift open and revealed Aijin's tomb on the other side. But on the jackal-headed door was also a medallion. And when you looked through the peephole, this is something that Whifflespark discovered, when you looked through the peephole and into the medallion, it showed a hieroglyph, that of a vulture. Just right through into the medallion, which is the mouth of the tomb, by the way, and something going on with that, we're not quite sure. You decided to look at the only other open door in the chamber, which revealed a small room with a cauldron of green liquid in the center and a shadow facing away. Valfine, I think you guys plugged together the clue enough that Valfine's movements mimicked that of the shadow. So she went to go mimic slurping up the soup, but unfortunately some of our party members, War and Whifflespark, were looking in the direction, and as the shadow turned, they saw a image so horrific their minds could not quite take it, except that Whifflespark turned away just in time, just that little bit of knowledge of maybe some shit he's seen in the past. He knew, look away. War, unfortunately, maybe not as experienced, hasn't lived as many hundreds of years in the world as Whifflespark, and he dropped to the ground unconscious, all of his HP sapped from him. Luckily, a few heal spells later, our friend was saved. Definitely some psychological wounds, but everybody is still a-okay. Balfine was able to mimic slurping up the soup, and you found yet another gemstone, an orange gemstone. Also worth mentioning, when you were messing around with that door in Aijin's tomb, when you were opening up that locust jackal-headed door, Whifflespark was super active last session, actually. Whifflespark had stepped into the chamber, almost getting crushed by the weight of that solid stone door, and was able to pilfer through the remains of the dwarven member of the company of the Yellow Banner that was left inside of Aijin's tomb, and found quite a few expensive gems on top of 2 more of those eyeball stones, a very light purple, or I would say more vibrant purple, and a I think it's vibrant purple and a vibrant blue. I might be incorrect, but you got two more gems. Um, the party then decided, instead of trying to figure out the whole Asian puzzle situation, you would instead retreat back up to the second floor and try to tackle it once again from the ceiling. You decided to lower a party member down below, which previously was Valfine, but we will have no Valfine tonight, unfortunately. Our dear Josh had to deal with some things, so he will not be here this evening. We will hopefully see him back next week. But we will pick up back where we left off in that sort of howling room. The actual devil-headed face embedded at its ground, the cracked floor, all of the illustrations around you on the wall, the motifs that of screaming individuals. It's a bit of a disturbing room, and just that pit of black darkness in its maw. And that's where we're picking back up, friends, right where we left off. Pretty much on the party deciding what they wanted to do next. I was going to leave off with Valfine hanging from the ceiling, but Valfine's not here, so we will not put her character in any danger. And yeah, we'll just...
we're still lowering Valfine down to do this.
Unfortunately, she's a background character. You could definitely lower her down. I don't know that she'll be much effect. Also, I don't want to play Valfine. Is that music going?
Wait, let me.
Yeah, I hear music.
Let me play Valfine.
There we go.
No.
I don't want to reveal sheets either. To players, there are some things.
I don't need it.
I don't need a sheet. I know everything about Valfine.
I know everything about Valfine. I definitely I would normally, and it makes sense to have a character still be here, but I made the promise that I wouldn't let anybody die while they're not here, and a character just sticking around will definitely just be the trap guinea pig of the group. Like, they're not here, send them forward.
Hey, Brolin. Yeah, Valfine? I gotta talk to you.
No. Oh, I will not allow such silliness. But yes, that is where we will be picking up in that chamber as you all discuss how you want to tackle Aijin's tomb or not. Whatever you'd like to do. We continue our adventure.
Well, it's unfortunate that Valfine came down with that sudden, irrevocable stroke, but I guess
she'll be better soon. It's fine.
It's a temporary magical effect. We'll just haul her back up and stick her in a corner. Brolin, you want to go down?
Brolin is meditating.
That's great. I slap him. Top of the head.
All right, yeah, you slap him top of the head, and Brolin, you come to. Almost a perfect leave off of everything that had gone on in your meditation. This is the exact moment when you were quote unquote done.
Someone touched me. What's going on?
You feel like a little bit of a sore on your face.
Brolin gets up. He looks a little disoriented.
Welcome back. I have a mission, and you will choose to accept it.
What time is it?
It's time for you to... I waggle the waist restraint that we have tied up for what was Valfine.
It is time that we have been underground for so many days. I have no idea anymore.
That's fair. I don't know. Why don't you send Trap?
Because, well,
you need to be able to
care about
do
him.
Things on purpose.
Also, yes, you need to be able to react to things, and unfortunately, they aren't very good at it. They also won't tell me if they see anything, which is kind of the important part of somebody going down in there.
Ed, I'm gonna message you something really important.
Okay, cool.
Just staring off into space.
I would go, but I'm not super feeling great right now.
And you are also much heavier than he is.
Whifflespark and Brolin would be contesting each other for lightest.
That's not even a contest.
I'd be willing to say
Dwarves are way heavier than
Yeah.
gnomes.
Whiffle's definitely gonna win that category, but still remains to be said. Roland,
I don't need no rope. but
great,
I'll do it.
sure.
Can you fly?
Actually, yeah.
Hmm.
And Brolin, well, I have to find the creature.
What is it?
It's the thing Iku was.
A quaddle.
Yeah, a kawaddle.
I don't think you can become a Guadal.
You can.
Is it a beast?
Yes, it is.
How's it spelled?
Coata something?
I believe that's about it.
YL?
At least I thought it was.
I think it's a magical beast.
I want to be a.
Yeah.
I want to be a Kawad. I want to be a Quaggoth.
Oh yeah, my search isn't revealing anything in the moment.
Is it cute?
Let me see here. If I go into creatures, you guys said it started with a C. Oh yeah, there it is.
Couatl.
I see it now. Let me see what kind of
I knew
creature
there was
this
some kind of
is.
chicanery.
No, it's a
not
celestial, not a beast.
Oh, my bad.
There is another option, which I believe would probably work if you're looking for something here. Which would be what CR creature does it have to be?
2.
A 2 or lower.
Yeah.
Be a flying snake.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a
Yeah, see Brolin's form shrink and shrivel down to a sliver, and wings sprout from either side of his new snake-like form.
This is totally why Velphine left.
I'm glad
Oh
she's
God,
passed out
no.
for this.
I have the statistics up for anything, so because we don't have that set up quite yet right now, you can just use the Brolin token. And what do you do, Brolin? You just soar down now that you used one of your beast forms for this rest, and
Yes.
You just want to soar down into the pit.
Yes, but for whatever reason, there we go. No.
What's
It
up?
just roll 20 was really skimping out on the search. There you go.
I have a flying snake, so we should be good. And if you drop one, I don't believe you can control it.
Oh.
So I have a flying snake. I don't want to take the time to set up all of the little stats for
Okay,
it. So just
okay,
fly.
I'll
We'll just have you fly down as Brolin.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I have the stats.
little snake goes.
Okay. All right.
Is that
I'm
the
not sure how
wings or
useful
tongue?
a flying snake is, personally.
It's like it's his tongue.
Oh, I thought you were making flapping noises.
Same.
I think that's. Oh, I thought that was legit flapping noises too. I was like, that's decent.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
I was like, those are good flapping noises, but nope.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's his tongue.
Flying snakes are tiny. Yeah, you'll pick up anything down there.
I got 60 feet of flight.
Yeah.
And I can swim.
You drop down there, Brolin, in your flight form, and do you see a different map now? You see.
Yes.
Perfect. Yep, you see the chamber below you as I've described it before. Do you need described again, or do you have this in your memory?
Yeah, describe it again.
Sure. I will describe this chamber once more for the party so that you know what you are looking at. Let me make sure I get the correct block. 4 torches illuminate stone sphinxes crouched in the corners of this 15-foot-high room. The torches cast flickering light across hieroglyphs carved into the tile floor. At the center of the room, a gold-inlaid funeral barge stands atop a 3-foot-tall stone dais. Resting on the deck of the barge is a small golden sarcophagus decorated with horned rabbits. A dark shaft opens in the ceiling directly above the barge that you just flew through, while to the south a corridor is visible through a set of fangs carved into the wall. The skeleton of a dwarf sprawls on the floor east of the barge, clad in tattered yellow turban and dusty chainmail, clutching a bronze shield.
Does the bronze shield look like it belongs?
The bronze shield is actually gone because
Yeah.
there's some, I believe,
Been
Wolfspark
looted.
took it. Yep,
Okay.
he has been looted.
Did it match the aesthetic of this tomb?
The shield itself? No, I don't think so. It definitely belonged to the individual who brought it in.
Okay. There are patterns on the floor.
Yep, you are sort of hovering over the funeral barge. As he passed in, the rest of you still just hear the howling in this room. He goes down, and Brolin, the minute you go into the darkness, that howling stops, and once you're in Aijen's tomb, it's silent. Other than
Is
the
there any
flickering of flames?
Is there any writing anywhere?
Yeah, just roll a d20 for a perception check.
All right. I'll roll right now. I said I'll roll right. I'm not gonna lie. I had fantasy grounds in my head for a second. It's like, where's the dice?
I mean, yeah, there's a little dice thing if you want to open a dice button if you hover over the dice tool, but you can also just /roll 1d20.
Perception.
Not your perception. This is the creature's perception, so I just need you to roll
No,
a d20.
I have perception.
You have perception?
no.
What does the creature have?
I gain its dexterity, its constitution, and its strength.
Strength. Okay, so you keep all the other scores. All right, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep, that's correct because Fiera uses hers. That's why I'm confused because Fiera usually uses hers, but that's a familiar. This is different. Yeah, looking around the room, sort of almost like a hummingbird. I imagine the way this creature takes flight and the way it moves in flight. No details on the walls. Nothing. No runes. It is solid stone. You see some probably some like illustrative carvings, but nothing substantial. All decorative.
Let me just see.
It's a 15-foot high room. How far are you above the floor?
I'm at least 10 feet off the floor.
Got it.
I dare not touch the. Do the sphinxes have anything of note?
The sphinxes, as I have described them to you, are as I've described them to you. Nothing of note with your perception, though.
Okay.
I wouldn't go too much or too far off the center barge thing, because we know something happens when you're at the wrong place on the floor. We don't know if that goes all the way to the ceiling.
You hear War's voice echo down, bro.
Snake noises. Ed, on the map, is it just me or is there's like
They
a
hear
indent-
nothing up there, but go. What's
No,
up?
Is there an indent? Like,
Where?
I'm gonna ping it. This almost seems like an
Yeah,
indent.
yeah, that's an indent. That is the jackal jaw I described before. The toothy maw
Okay.
in the wall.
Okay. I'm trying to decipher if there are any rabbits sculptures on this mosaic.
Around the actual sarcophagus itself is decorated with horned rabbits. I can drop the full description for you to read.
No,
as well.
I was talking about the tiles on the ground.
Oh, yeah, the tiles are illustrated on the map as they would be in real life.
This is gonna kind of be game breaking, but with such a tiny creature, do my items still work on me?
If you have like a magical attuned items,
Yeah.
you would still get the attuned effect.
Right. Awesome. This flying snake has 21 strength.
Well, I mean, his original strength is what's his? He gets 21
Tiny
strength as a
creature,
base.
so he does have
Ah.
that difference, right?
That's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
Do you think? I mean, that's up to you. Do you think that's too silly?
Yeah.
Then we won't do it.
I will make the argument that I still have the amulet of the health. Is that small enough
Sure.
to be considered on there?
I think when it comes to stuff like that there isn't really like a full ruling on what. Let's just go with what doesn't seem too outlandish.
A tanky snake seems like it makes sense, but
That's fine.
it's like Tom and
harder scales.
It's Tom and Jerry to insinuate that
it's that strong.
Like
yeah.
Gronak the orc approaches the small diminutive snake and its arm breaks.
Yeah, we'll just say you have the extra HP. That's fine.
All right. Okay, so there's beetles, there's a pot, there's a vulture, there's a staff. Does the sarcophagus itself have any markings?
Yes, as illustrated
as
in
horned
the
rabbit.
details.
Horned
rabbits.
rabbits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pure gold too. That thing looks, whew, that's worth some money. Probably a bit heavy too.
And those torches. There's a magical light.
Not sure. They're just burning. You don't have any way to know if something is magical or not without a detect magic spell. You can make an Arcana check on your knowledge to see if anything pulls up to. I mean, yeah, it would. You could make an estimated guess without any magical assistance. They're just burning torches, though, as far as you can see.
Who's pinging at me?
I was pinging. That was me.
Oh, that was you. I'm like,
that was me.
Someone trying to give me a hint.
Nope.
Oh god.
That's just where the torches are.
I'm not good at puzzles here. I was gonna say if I decided it was gonna be silly enough, I would have just alright. I pick up the dwarf and I fly up.
I mean, yeah, his corpse has been pulled back a little bit. It's not quite in the location that it is now illustrated in this map. It's been pulled a little bit back into this square due to Wiffle Spark. And there isn't much left on. They don't have the yellow turban anymore, or the shield, or the pack.
I fly back up to the group.
Okay. Let's pull you back to the rest of the party.
And where's Wiffle Spark?
Wiffle Spark is sitting outside of the room because the room screams.
Yeah, it is just an echo chamber of screaming. So yeah, we see the form of Brolin flutter back up, still just a snake.
Brolin's head will, as the snake gently rests on the head of Trap, he will shake his snake head, like, I don't know what to do.
So, just as a heads up, I reread through the rules. I don't think you benefit from the strength belt when you're transformed.
Yeah, we made a decision on how the druid forms will work with the magical stuff, and there's a lot of argument online one way or another. Crawford makes a call, Merles makes a call. I don't want to deal with it, so basically this was way back when Brolin first got magic items. We decided that they would just work on his forms, and I didn't really mind.
Though that being said, I've made the distinction of, like, I'm not gonna turn into a whale and have an amulet or a belt.
Yeah, I'm leaving that up to him.
I like, my belt on my snake is at the bottom end, short end of his tail, and my raptor has an amulet and a belt on his waist.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I was just rereading it again.
Yeah, it's all
I'd
good.
bring it up.
It's all good.
Okay, so yeah, Brolin will bob up and down. He will actually fly over to Wiffle Spark.
Okay, yeah, you have your token. Wiffle Spark, the flying snake form of Brolin flutters near you like a hummingbird.
He swats it away because he assumes it's just a flying snake because he's been sitting out here the whole time.
Yeah, he just swatted away. Just.
Brolin will, like, stay a distance and bob up and down like get.
Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to gesture. Make a performance check with disadvantage for me, Brolin. This is a fully new form for you, and gesturing is kind of hard to discern. Wifflespark. This thing is buzzing around you. It looks like it wants your attention.
Yeah, it's after my food.
Oh my god. Alright, he flies back, rests on War's shoulder, and just gives a snake shrug. But he doesn't have
There's no way to shrug as a snake.
Snake can't shrug.
Yeah.
You could just move
You don't
that
have
head
shoulders.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, Wifflespark continues to read books they got from the office.
Yeah, you're pulling them out.
So are we trying to get the items out of there?
There's only
That was
one
the
item.
original goal.
Just a sarcophagus, by the way. Just one item.
Yeah.
Ooh. Can is Snake Brolin strong enough to grab the end of the rope?
Snake Brolin has 4 strength. Probably not.
Fuck.
You might have to shift back to Brolin form while you're down there to open the sarcophagus.
You would
Brolin-
definitely
And
have
you
more
don't know how to
mobility.
get out of there.
Yeah, we can drop, but
Brolin looks to War and will gesture towards the rope. And then going to the hole, almost suggesting throw the rope down the hole.
this was kind of our original plan. I'll hold one end of the rope.
War, make an insight check for me.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, man. You're a snake. like you can point. That's about it. I just wanna. Okay, you tell me. Is that enough to get that point across, War, Jacob? Or is this are you just an ununderstandable? There's no. Is there a difficult of communication?
To me, this was like the original plan, and we were, like it'd probably be difficult to communicate what's going on, but
Yeah.
there's not really a reason to not do the rope thing other than the flying. If he has to shift back and forth, that's running.
Yeah, he's pointing.
I kind of assumed that was what was going to happen. Is like he'd fly down there, shift out, open it, shift back, and fly back up. If
Yeah, you got the rope. Do you throw it down there?
I'd be holding one end of it, but
Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
throw
yeah,
the rest of it down there?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, the rope coils down into the darkness of the hole, passing by
Okay.
the screaming maw.
Brolin
Plunges
flies
back
down the
in.
hole. Yeah.
All right. You plunge back in, Berlin, into the darkness and back into the light of Aijin's tomb. A rope has hit the. It's pretty long. I mean, you had what? You had like a how much rope did you
Yeah.
have left? Because 100 feet of rope was left in the room. You had like 50, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Coils
Okay.
down into the room, hits the sarcophagus and is kind of piled around it.
Is the hole directly above the?
Yes.
Okay. How big is the sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus is as big as it looks to be on the barge there. It's probably, I would say it's like a violin case, but like a it's like a bigger violin case, but it's solid
right.
gold.
Okay. Brolin
Hey.
Brolin turns back.
All right, you shift back into your form, and you're landing on top of the sarcophagus.
Well, I as a snake, I'm gonna land on the surface of the and then turn into. I'm not gonna.
So you're
crash
gonna be
into it.
standing on the sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you take your form back over, and you are standing on top of the sarcophagus in the center of the room.
All right. I look up and yell, I'm gonna tie the sarcophagus up and we're gonna pull it out.
You guys hear nothing other than screams. There's no response, Brolin.
I
All
like
right.
to imagine it's Brolin's.
I tie up securely the
Easy enough. It's about 75 pounds. You can lift it on one side and like tie around it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to just double check, double knot. Double
Yeah,
knot
yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, take some time with the rope and tie it. I mean, make a sleight of hand
Yeah.
check. Let's see if you do like a really good job tying this thing.
Oh no.
Maybe it fails, you take your passive. You're taking your time to do it. Yeah, pretty good.
Ooh.
Tie it on there. You get some double knots. You know, you've maybe worked the docks and Schalt once or twice before when you need some spare money. You know how to get this hooked up right.
All right, all right. Brolin will turn back into a snake.
Okay, using your second
Yep, yep.
shape. Okay, you take that form once again.
And I fly up.
Okay, you fly back up. Brolin returns, flying up to the top level.
Brolin turns back into a druid.
All right,
Brolin.
he immediately takes back to the form of your hefty friend Brolin.
Whoa. I haven't done 2 forms in a while so fast. Whew. All right, War. I tied the sarcophagus up.
Okay.
We could pull it out.
Do we want to get as many people out of this room just in case this is part of the trap?
Yeah. I think so.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time my instincts were wrong, so.
Rather be safe than sorry.
What was the first time?
Victor will move
When
out
I
of the
didn't
room.
think that statue was going to do anything to us.
That's fair. You're good, don't blame yourself.
I don't.
No.
Does
Well,
the
good.
skeleton stay in the room? Your dragonborn companion?
Oh, that's fair. I can't see him now, though. Hold on. Can I select multiple? I can.
Nice. Here, I'll move it to the
Roland,
back.
do
so
you,
it's easier.
Do you want to do this or do you want to leave?
Brolin?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, War asked
kinda
you a
got
question.
distracted. What'd you say,
Do you-
War?
Do you want to do this or do you want to leave the room?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it with you.
With?
Well, Paul, I thought. Oh, one of. Oh, it's only gonna be one of us.
No, that's. I don't know. If this blows up or something, I don't want us to have it.
Yeah, you're wounded. Get back. I'll do it.
You're also the only one with a healing spell.
Which makes me the most durable out of everybody here.
Okay.
All right, yeah, through all the echoes and screams,
Oh,
you
strongest.
talk loud enough to be able to hear each other. Brolin, you are alone. Your friends have moved out of the way into safety. Do you want to start hauling this thing up?
Yep, as fast as I can.
Yeah, it's a bit heavy. Like I said, about 75 pounds on the end of that thing. It's a full gold
I
sarcophagus
have
case.
21. I have 21 string.
Sure, still heavy. Still exerting yourself a little bit. Still some having to lift a weight. But it comes to the top of the maw, and out of the darkness comes a gold sarcophagus tied up at the end of the rope, and it you can take it right out of the maw and hold it in your hand. It's 75 pounds.
I grab it and run for the door.
All right, go ahead and add a gold sarcophagus to your inventory and give it a custom weight of 75 pounds.
Oh, it's a little heavy. It's okay. I got 500 weight, extra weight I can carry.
Do we want to check it for some kind of traps?
If only we had a rogue that could
Well,
detect
we can certainly
traps.
check for.
Oh,
Elf
I can
Spark
check it
and
for traps.
Alexandria are pretty good for that.
Yeah, here you go with a spark.
I carefully look at it.
So why'd
Yeah,
you bat
check
me
the
away? I
trap.
tried to get you help earlier. Why'd you
Or
bat me
You
away?
didn't come out here.
I did. I was the snake.
Why would I listen to a flying snake?
Have you ever looked at? Have you ever seen a flying snake before?
Yes.
They're vermin.
That's not nice.
There's like 50. We saw like 50 of them in the city. They're everywhere.
They're beautiful.
They're rats with wings.
That they're snakes with wings. Those are actually a problem. The flying rats. I don't know who did that, but Schultz never been the same.
Whifflespark, your investigation would tell you that it's solid gold. You would see that it does have the horned rabbit illustrations all the way around, and you would see that it is sealed. It is just completely sealed. Any attempt to pull or prod yields no entryway, no weakness. It is a solid gold sarcophagus, and doesn't look like there's no lock mechanism, no way inside. It's just closed.
Fun.
If you take a blade and try to press it into the gold, it does not give way the way a gold medal would. In fact, there isn't even a scratch on it.
Open this in that room.
Could be.
Or in the
Or
barge.
Or it's magically sealed.
Do we want to spend 10 minutes and let the more thorough investigation happen
Let me see it.
via Alexandria?
Just let me see it.
I shrug.
I'm ignoring Brolin.
Brolin pulls it apart.
If cutting from a bladed weapon isn't going to mar it, it's a magical item, which means it will have properties that I can identify.
Yeah, that's true. Do it, Alexandria.
People have already touched this one, so
Yes, it's not going to pull a golden skull on me, so I'm fine with that. I guess just set it down at my feet and I'll inspect it.
Yeah, you want to do it. Identify as a ritual?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you discover a few things about this item. Yeah, pertaining to it opening, which I think is the most that you can perceive from just looking it over.
Well, I'm casting the identify spell, so I'm doing more than looking it over.
Yeah. You're casting the identify spell, which would
gives you the entire
which would
history.
reveal some information. I feel like you've probably scanned over an item like this before in here. There is no magical school. I can tell you that it is. There's no like direct detail to the magical effect. Basically, when you go over this, it is just rank with the stank of a Sararak. This is some fuck all magic. That's bullshit. That thing is not gonna open until a trigger is activated from the room below. That trigger being that a certain number of tiles are stepped upon in a exact order.
Oof.
Well, it's what we feared.
Yeah, okay. Let's go back down and go through our waterfall again.
Wait, through the waterfall.
Waterfall.
Well, the way into that room is through the waterfall.
Did you guys want to set yourself up into that chamber again?
Or we could just climb down the rope.
I'm wondering if we looked through the medallion and it gave us a thing like a hieroglyph. I wonder if that changes as we step on the right ones.
We can try.
That'd
I'm
be
willing to try that.
thing
Didn't
to
it say the first step is the vulture or something like that?
Yeah, that was one of our clues. Is the vulture's the first step, but we also had found that medallion, right?
Yeah, in the wall.
I request one thing though, if I may attempt this. That we leave Brolin up here attached to the rope.
Oh, just in case. Yeah, so you have a way out. Yeah, there you go. That makes
So,
sense.
if I tug on the rope frantically, pull me out.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
So you stay, Brolin's. Yeah, you undo the rope in the sarcophagus, and you want Brolin up here with the rope on one side. So if there's a tug, you pull back. Brolin's the
Yeah.
safety. I
Uh-huh.
like it. I like it. I like it. So yeah, if Brolin's gonna stay up here, Brolin, you can keep your token in this chamber. Everybody else gather in one place. Victor will stay up here with you as well, I think. Just so you're not alone.
Before war goes down there, Brolin will cast yet another level 3 cure wounds.
Okay, go ahead and throw that down into the area.
Too many spells on.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a-
21.
You feeling better?
Yeah, 62. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Appreciate it, Bron.
I'll give him one more.
Okay. Yeah. How many do you have left? I know you spent a
I
bunch
have-
last time.
I used one level 4 and one level 3.
Last time. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Burn.
And
Burn 'em,
now
burn 'em, burn 'em.
I have one more level 3, but I'm not gonna waste that. I'm
Just
gonna
gonna
use
do a two?
one. Yeah, I'm gonna use a level 2.
Go for it.
I have one level 2 left after this.
Throw it down there, and then I'll take these tokens where they're going.
Ooh, that's a 9.
9. So go ahead and add 9 more. As Brolin expends some of his healing magic into his wounded comrade. You can remove the wounded mark on your token, War.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay.
I gotta save a couple of my spells for everybody else, but I think you'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay.
Brolin does look a lot calmer. He's been pretty jittery in the tomb, but he looks pretty clear. He looks pretty focused.
All right. Yeah, you guys can get past the fuckery of the waterfall room, which you were able to burn through before, and descend back down into the area with the jackal-headed door and the sort of peephole through the wall.
Well, where was the
Back
thing
here.
again?
Right. I am going to
What thing,
go
Alexander?
through in a hurry.
The one that supposedly will change?
Oh, so yeah, there is a on the jackal-headed door. On the door, all of it is just a painting. The locust
He
and
has an
jackal head.
amulet in his
Yep,
chest.
the amulet in the chest. It's the maw of the tomb, and from this side, it is an opaque, like, looks like black swirling like liquid inside. But the peephole is different. You see the hieroglyph of a vulture.
Alexandra, can you summon Fiera?
To grab the rope and pull it over to me.
No, more of to signal which thing to step on. Because that door is going to close, and we won't have a way to communicate to you.
I was
That is
checking
good.
my spell list to see if I had something like that, but that would be the way to do it. Would Fiora be able to perch on this opening?
Yeah, I mean you can bring Fiera out here. Perch on which open?
Oh,
I was thinking
I was
Fiera.
thinking
Oh,
Fiora inside.
inside, right here. Yeah.
No,
Fiera can
like
perch. Where?
Fiora, like in here
Coming with Wiffle
what-
Spark.
Oh.
with me to tell me which one to step on next.
Yeah, you
Fiera
can see
can't.
through.
Well, I
Yeah,
suppose
Fiora
I
can't
could have her.
To it, yeah.
Fiora can hover over the right one.
Sure, yeah.
That's fair. I suppose that does keep me safer. I figured I'd look through her and then bark it at you, but this works just as well. Yeah, I'll do Fiora.
If that were the case, you'd have to go in there with him, which
Before we do
trade-offs,
this,
yeah.
can Fiora fly out, grab the
Alright,
end of the rope, and drag it back?
Technically, this is closed, but I'm guessing you
Oh,
guys just
I
open
open
it
it.
up. Yeah. Yeah, she wants to grab the rope and pull it back.
Pull it back towards Wiffle Spark.
Wiffle Spark
Yeah.
if you think
If
she
it's
can
just-
do that.
Yeah. What's your strength?
I mean,
If not, can we use Falfine Mage Hand?
Same strength situation. You can, in any case, you can get the rope over here. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
It does go down through a 10-foot shaft from 15-foot ceiling for 25 feet, and then if you're pulling it over from there, I mean, yeah. So if we're going from just the 10-foot shaft, 10-foot shaft going over here, we'll make it. You'll just be taut. It'll be a little. I don't think it'll just be.
Well, I'll tie it
yeah,
around
more
on the
taut.
vulture because the vulture was fine. So.
Yeah. If you want to tie it around where the vulture is, so yeah, you want to step through. All right,
Yep.
the door.
Fiera's gonna come through first.
Yeah, Fiera comes. nobody. Yeah, if you want Fiera to be through in the room before
Crushed bird with the flying feather. Like,
Fiera is entering the room before Whifflespark. Yes, Alexandria.
yeah, she
Okay.
already got the rope
We'll
over.
just put her in. So the door will seal.
Okay. I yell back through the door to see if they can hear me.
Or what's your passive?
perception?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. You don't hear anything back either, Whifflespark, when you yell through the door.
I just wanted to test the door.
Oh, yeah. What do we do now?
Alexandria looking through the thing. He's standing on the vulture right now, right?
Yep.
Alexandria, you look up to peek through the spyglass.
Yes, please.
Yep. You no longer see a vulture. You see a serpent. And Whifflespark, you hear breathing, low breathing in your ear. Feminine.
Hear somebody.
You do. Low breathing in your ear. But yeah, Alexandria, you no longer see a vulture, you see a serpent.
Okay, cool. I was just checking to make sure I could do this because I can communicate telepathically. So she's gonna fly here.
Okay. I step onto that one.
Okay. The dial shifts again. You see a door.
Okay. I step onto that one.
Okay. During this time, Alexandria, you're sort of shifting back and forth between the spyglass and the sight of your creature, right?
I don't have to.
Oh. Can
Unless
you see through both at the same time?
No, I can telepathically tell her what to step on.
Excellent. What do you telepathically tell? You just say what like the word is, you just say like door serpent.
I would describe it
Okay.
as best as I can. I'll check her.
As
That's a familiar. She's pretty smart.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She should be fairly intelligent. As you are communicating those words to Fiera, you hear the exact same lines in your ear, Whifflespark.
Oh,
You
okay.
hear Alexandria's voice.
It's useful.
And as sort of just pacing as you get each instruction out, Alexandria, it is almost just perfect in clock in time. You see the next symbol, you see read.
Okay.
Oh wow, I did not expect to go down that far.
Scarab.
It's
All right. Something happens. So, Whifflespark. You look at the, you look around the room, and as you step onto this plate, it shifts in a way that is unfamiliar to the others that you stepped on before. You see the maw of each of these sphinxes around the room yawn open, very mummy style, and as they pull open, locusts fill the space around you. Let's roll initiative.
I stepped on a locust.
For you.
We stepped on a scarab.
Scarab, I meant.
Yeah.
It's not the right one, unfortunately. But you do have a backup in the situation, but we still need to roll initiative right now. So first things first, I need you to make a... Actually, I don't know if you straight up make a save yet. Let me 100% this and make sure I'm doing it right. Okay. Do you want to take the average of this locust right now? Or do you want me to roll?
Oh, it's instant?
It is instant the minute you step. A cloud of locusts will form in a 15-foot cube around you and immediately deal damage, and then initiative will start.
Okay. Then I guess I...
Do you want to roll or do you want the average?
I'll take the average, because rolling seems like it could kill me.
Okay. You take 44 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, that was a good move by me.
Oh.
I just need Whifflespark, and I need Brolin as well. Brolin, will you roll initiative? Other people are not involved in this.
Yeah. So the room I'm in is screaming, right?
It is screaming.
There's no way we can communicate. I can communicate with,
Well, I gave you a signal.
Well, no, I'm talking Victor.
To Victor? You can communicate to Victor, yeah.
But it's screaming. We just gotta be like, "Hey, Victor!"
Yeah. Absolutely. Fuck. That's the initiative order. Whifflespark, I need you to make a constitution saving throw at the beginning of your turn.
I'm going to give through the wait. Who's connected to the rope? Really quick.
It's Whifflespark. It's Whifflespark.
Okay, I am channeling positive vibes and will give you my inspiration. We are connected.
Yeah. If you can blow. I'll take your inspiration. Go ahead and roll again, Whifflespark. Oh, fuck yes. Oh my God. What's funny is you needed that. You dropped to 0 hit points as your... Because I don't think you're going to survive. Unless you want me to roll, which... How much HP do you have? 9?
9.
You could survive if I roll.
Might as well roll.
I'm going to roll because there is actually a chance that you could survive. Depending... If it is, because it is 8 dice, I will be flabbergasted. Alright. No. So, yeah. You will not... Luckily, that is not enough to do an instant kill either, which is good.
Whifflespark has a ton of health. So
I know.
That's his max, so it takes a lot to kill him.
Oh, did I did damage to Fiera on accident. Whoopsie. Just put yourself at 0. Whifflespark. Fiera, if it's in the same space, it's 15-foot high square. Fiera is also unfortunately dispelled, poofed for the moment, because it's immediate. Mm-hmm. So Fiera is gone. Whifflespark drops, and Brolin, you feel a weight on the rope.
I immediately start pulling.
All right, you immediately begin to pull, and probably near the end of your turn. And I'm gonna move. I'm gonna just. You would know about your disconnect from Fiera, I think. That things didn't go well over there versus not knowing. So I'm gonna copy Whifflespark really quick. Holy fuck. And then I'm going to throw Spark over here because you pull up Spark. And his flesh is... He's looking ripped up. He's got wounds all over his body. Bite wounds all over his body. And he is unconscious. That is your turn to lift him up. Spark, make a death saving throw for me. This is where we decide what happens here.
Take a point.
Take a point? Do you get like a...
Oh no, for the death saving point. Throw. I was saying I take a negative.
Oh, did you roll 3? Oh, you roll 3. So 1 failure. Okay. So mark a failure.
It's better than a 0.
And Brolin, what do you do?
I go.
He's dying.
I go. Victor, something's going on. Something's going on down there.
Okay.
You have Wiffle Spark.
I know.
Victor, I know, and Victor turns and he's alarmed. He's immediately conscious to the situation.
Brolin will cast a level 3 cure wounds.
Okay, go ahead and spill that into Wiffle Spark. As some of the wounds seal. 20.
Oh, that's 20 HP.
A good amount of the wounds seal, but there's still marks all over you as you immediately feel consciousness again, Wiffle Spark. It was just a giant barrage of these horrible insect creatures that completely blackened your vision, and all you felt was a burning pain, and it was unconsciousness. And now you are alive again at the top of the pit.
Wiffle Spark, are you alright? Look at me.
No more initiative. We're out of initiative.
Well, that was the wrong one. And he starts walking back down.
Walking down the top, into the hole.
He looks all messed up.
This is
Victor,
how you know this guy's seen some shit.
yeah, Victor stops you for just a moment and says, Wiffle Spark, are you sure? You look really
Yeah.
hurt.
Roland took care of that.
Yeah, you're still bloodied, so I'm gonna mark
Oh,
you
yeah.
bloodied. Yeah, you want to head all the way back down? That's perfectly fine. So, a few moments pass. I imagine some concern from...
What happened?
That was the wrong tile. Don't step on the wrong tile.
Well,
I look
understand the danger now, but
I look in horror at Victor, like blood's still on my hands. Like, what's going on down there?
also, you walked down. Are you still secured to the rope, or?
Oh no, I detached myself.
What?
Well,
Oh,
I walk back down the steps.
Oh, not the.
He's not missing an impossible in this.
I will pull the rope back. I will put the rope back down.
Okay, yeah.
I will.
Okay.
You want
So-
to set up the
Do
same
this right
scenario
now?
you did before?
This time I'm going to walk. I'm going to explain to them what I want to do, and then No, actually, I think I have to go in. I'm going to see how many spell slots I have left. How many spell slots do I have?
Wait, I'm confused. Did he go back into the tomb?
He went back down the stairs. He left
One
the
does not
room.
simply leave the tomb.
He left. Yeah, he left the floor that you're on to rejoin the rest of the party.
Oh, okay. So they're in the sarcophagus room.
No,
Close.
we're-
Close. Yeah, just outside.
Yeah.
They're setting up for another try.
Okay. I am going to do this.
The rope is still dangling.
Yep.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can set up the exact same scenario you did before if Alexander takes the time to resummon. Nah, don't even worry about it. You can just set up the same scenario.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
you want.
And I also explain that we can. Did not update my health. There we go. Why are you not? There we go. I explained that I can hear you when I'm in there when you're looking through the peephole.
Curious. Okay, so we don't even need Fiora then.
But I press the button again just to look.
Okay, yeah. You look back into the room. And
So-
it is the same.
Are the scarabs still there?
They're gone.
Okay.
What happens if we... Or wait, so you stepped on the wrong one?
Yes.
As he visually marks off.
Is there another option there?
Yeah, there's one right below it. So, the ones I stepped on were.
Yeah,
This
you've
one's
gone
okay.
vulture. You've gone vulture.
This one's okay.
Snake.
This one's
door,
okay.
And
This one's
reed.
okay. That one was bad.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Let me get rid of the scarab square. Yeah, that was terrible.
So,
as far
these
as the
four
trap
are right.
punishment.
That one is wrong. So the only spot I could go is probably here.
So here's the problem though. From the amount of healing you've gotten back, if you go down again,
instantly. I'm not gonna
you'll
go
have-
in.
yeah.
I was explaining this to someone else to attempt this. Oh, damn it. Still have my pencil up.
Like even
Okay, I got plan B. Ed, can you, just because I have to go through like 15 different things if
What's
I do
up,
that, can you move me here, like under there, through that hole?
Where? I can't see your ping.
Here.
You want to
Like,
be? Oh, you want to be back over there checking it out? Yeah.
Yeah. Can I see through this at all?
You can. They're 2 inch. There's 2 inches of space between the teeth. I did reread that part.
Okay.
Passing through there physically, probably not. Gaseous form, maybe.
Oh, I just want to be able to see the whole
You can
room.
see. You can see through it, so you could like misty step or something. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you can see. If
We're
you're
doing this in a different way. Can you toss him onto the vulture?
onto the vulture, onto this vulture.
No, onto the vulture on the. at
Oh
the
yeah,
entrance.
absolutely.
oh.
Yeah, he sets right down in there. Here, let me put you half and half so that you can see.
Okay.
All right. Much safer. Unfortunately though, can Fenrir understand common? Can you communicate with Fenrir? How do we communicate
Should
with
be able
Fenrir?
to. Let's look at the rules for him.
Yeah, if I click on him,
He's an intelligent construct.
understands languages you speak. So yeah,
Okay.
he would hear Alexandria's voice in his head.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we
Fuck it up.
go through that process again, I guess.
Going through that process, you make it all the way to the reed, and when you say scarab, Fenrir looks. He looks down and sees 2 scarab, and he looks scared.
I from the crack in the wall point to the one towards the wall.
Yeah, he put one little finger right down.
One little.
He's got like one metal paw hanging over the one that you stepped on, and instead he goes to this one, and nothing happens to Fenrir. No locust. It changes to scepter. Alexandria.
All right. I will relay that.
Okay. I'm trying to see. Is that a scepter underneath my thing? I can't actually see myself because of my
Yeah, if
health
you want to
bar.
put yourself where he is.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is scepter. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, I can put myself through that wall. I did not mean to put myself through that wall.
You're okay. Oh, you're moving all kinds of things. Oh God.
I was highlighting for both, I think.
Okay.
You want
I'll
to put me again?
I'll put him back in the chamber for you. Where's he going?
The scepter one straight ahead of the hole.
Okay.
So
You see a symbol of a foot, Alexandria.
A foot?
Foot.
there's the only foot one you can see right there, right?
You tell me.
I think so.
It's up to
I
you
can't
where
see
you
the
move your
whole
token.
room. For myself.
The dial changes again, and you see an urn. It is not illustrated in a black line, it's illustrated in a red line. Alexandria. It's no-
Urn with red lines.
with red lines.
All the others were black.
All the others were like black ink illustrations. This is red.
Alright, I guess that's the urn.
Unless you're supposed to step on the dais and go to a different. Are there any like colors inside the room?
Are there?
This is all just carved stone.
I guess I'll have him step on the urn, since that seems to be the only shape that could be an urn.
Okay. As Fenrir steps there, where's the sarcophagus?
Uh,
I think we left it upstairs.
Yeah,
I think it's upstairs.
All right. We're at upstairs. In the hall.
It
The
was
last
at
place
the
I
bottom of
knew-
the hallway.
Near
like the
near
balcony.
Victor.
Brolin, you hear Victor shout down. The thing has opened.
What?
It's opened. And he points down at the
He's saying,
sarcophagus at his feet.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
I'm not. He just backs away. You see
Get
him
away
back.
from it! Get away
You just
from
see
it!
him back away.
Run, Victor!
Yeah, you see him on the other side of the railing. Am I far enough away now?
Good,
As some
that's
undead
right.
hands come through the wall nearby him. And he just moves away from the door.
Brolin will jingle the chain, the rope.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we.
Oh,
We win.
also,
Oh, I can hear. I'm in the really close to the hallway. I can probably hear them yelling at each other.
yeah, you absolutely can. You could hear him. The door, which was sealed by the way, War, you were able to look in, would have opened in this
Yeah.
moment. And Fenrir is just kind of like looking around, like, what do I do?
I tell him go back along the same path. Good
Follows
boy.
the exact same path all the way back to the door.
Hey, Fenrir.
Just kind of looks happy
Oh.
at you.
Okay. Then I go and recover my dog. I'm missing. Oh, I can't move myself at all. There we are.
Should we stack ourselves so we can go upstairs? I guess.
Yeah, do you guys ascend? Is that where you're heading?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna delete
Go
Fenrir.
back up to the
Yeah,
place.
you can delete him.
Get deleted.
Get deleted. Oh my god.
He gets deleted a lot. He is number
Okay.
43. I think
You are
43.
able to easily enough
Four.
climb back up the stairs to rejoin Brolin and Victor. Victor says, It opened and, I stepped away from it.
Probably smart, considering this place. Yeah, because, like, last we had it was, like, here.
Do we have something we can poke it open with?
Well, if we can tell it opened...
Yeah, it's
wh-
sort of
what
like
kind
chink, like
opening is it?
unlatched. So it's like hanging open just a little bit.
And I have a spear. Use, or we could use the 10-foot pole.
Yeah, let's use the 10-foot pole.
Probably the pole.
Yeah. Somebody has that, right?
I think you do. I borrowed it at one point, but I gave it back. Right before I went insane.
Okie dokie.
Alright, I
Could use
poke it
the,
open with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah. You finagle with a 10-foot pole, you get that lid to open up. Nothing happens.
I step closer and actually look inside.
Yeah, you look
not touching
inside and you see what looks to be the frail bones, the remains of an Almirage, which you know to be Aijen's animal form. You see that the bones have sort of just withered away, along with one of its horns, which seems to be mostly dust where it once was, but the other of its horn is still intact.
The Agents only had one.
Oh, you're right,
The
they only have
unicorn.
one. I was thinking two. Just one, and it's intact.
Be careful.
So,
Thing does exemplifies recklessness, if I remember from the from the story.
Yeah, I go.
It added
Mo-
recklessness to the pot.
I go. Moa, what's the deal on this Almirage?
And you just hear you hear the words from Moa. She says, "Oh, Asian," and she just sort of like you just hear like a concerned mother like, "Oh, Asian," you hear a voice inside your head as well, War. You hear Nang Nang's voice echo out, and it says, "Gold, jewels, whatever's inside, take it. It's ours." And also, Alexandra, you hear Ubalaka's voice inside your head. Take gold box, throw over side of balcony. Be rid of him.
It seems like a wasted effort.
Majin bad, very bad. Get us all killed.
Oh, we've already got one of those.
No need to.
Hey, I only get myself killed.
Papa Zottle has nothing to say. You don't hear his voice in your head off the spark.
Bro, I don't think Brolin has officially. There's only been one situation where Brolin has had to roll death saving throws.
Okay. Do we... how am I gonna get this into the bag of holding?
Got some pliers?
We'll just like put the bag down next to it, and we'll use like the 10-foot pole and a spear as giant chopsticks or javelins.
Yeah. If contact is a worry, I mean, you have plenty of cloth on you.
Okay.
That's no fun though. Gotta play pickup sticks, man.
If you want.
Try doing something.
I want to look up something.
In the meantime, any of you can do as you will.
I go. So, anybody gonna touch this thing? Victor, do you want one?
I think I'm okay. Seems as though all of you are much more interested in this whole situation with these trickster gods, you call them. I would rather be a patient observer.
I guess I have Fenrir pick it up and put it in and I hold out the bag and have him drop it in it.
Okay. Can you pull out Fenrir for me?
He is immune to charmed, by the way.
Hmm.
Because he is not really alive.
Okay. Okay.
Checks out.
That's
Doesn't
fine.
have a
Yeah, he can
soul.
pick it up and put it in the bag. Nothing happens to Fenrir.
Though it is sad that Fenrir doesn't have a soul.
He just gets it in his mouth. What's he grabbing? Just all the bones? Or just the horn?
Oh,
Or the whole sarcophagus?
the, Actually, that's a better solution. I close the lid and I just slide the whole sarcophagus into the bag of holding and
Right.
close the bag of holding.
Put 75 pounds into your bag of holding worth of sarcophagus for me as it slides into the bag and just disappears like Mary Poppins.
That's an easier solution at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and add that to the bag.
Okay.
I think we can delete the skeleton if it's not an active combat participant. Is that okay?
Roger.
Okay. Well, we got that one.
Excellent. There you guys go.
Oh, hey.
More XP.
1,000 XP for everyone here. Just add it to your current. It'll just go over. I'll reset him later.
As it would look look up how to spell. How do you spell this? That god's name.
IJIN.
Yep.
I think-
I''JIN.
Okay. Then if Falfine does want to mess with that, we can pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, it's there. As long as
We've
you have
got
the
two
link
of them
for
there
it.
now.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
true.
the much more ridiculous way of dealing with it. So just the horn was there, that was all? And the skeleton?
And the bones. Nothing else inside.
Hmm.
Sarcophagus itself is kind of a
Solid
reward there.
gold and probably worth
Solid
thousands. Worth thousands and thousands.
That was my decision of why I did that. Was it's worth a huge amount. This bag of holding has a ton of weight left in it too, so because it's the one we got off of the Yellow Banner.
Mm.
Very good.
Yeah. Do we want to go? Let's see. On this floor, we have the Froghemoth one.
Second floor, the Froghemoth is not. Down below.
Oh, yeah,
Third
yeah,
floor,
yeah. Sorry. Talking floor. The Froghemoth one, the like getting to the death barrel through the Minotaur face, I think. And whatever's through that trap door. That's another area that we did not explore yet.
Hmm.
And then pretty much the whole fourth, because we only did the T-Rex bone or undead T-Rex room there, and I don't think we've even gone down to
We
the
haven't even gone down the stairs yet.
yeah, which I'm hesitant to do because of it seems like there's a lot going on down there.
Yeah, that room looks like there's stuff going on.
Yeah.
So we can head back downstairs and be a spiral staircase and check out Froghemoth, maybe?
Might as
Yeah.
well.
Put you guys on the third floor, no problem. Come here.
Yoink.
I think we're going through the skull room for this, though, and not touching the skull.
Yeah.
Don't touch the skull.
Roland,
Whatever
there
you
was,
do.
there was
What?
there was a barrel-like room on this level. I was wondering if you would look into it for me. Since you can crawl on walls, it'll probably be really good for you.
I actually can't do that right now.
So in order to get to this point, we'd want to go through the back door.
Yeah, we're
right?
going through the back door. We're not cut past the chain.
The chain guys would be
We're going down the spiral
Yeah,
staircase.
you want to go down the
instead.
spiral staircase instead?
Yeah.
All right, and yeah, you can go down through the spiral staircase. It's still that same day, so this is a destroyed Tomb Guardian hanging out here. Completely destroyed. You can stay in one space. Just stay in one
Okay.
space. I'm gonna move you guys through if you're heading towards that way. But you would see the barrel room, the glass plane in front of you. Anything in this room, or do we just keep moving on?
double
I,
check.
I shoot
Take
the
a
guy
look
again
into the barrel
as we-
again.
as we're going by.
It's empty. It's just as it was before. If you pass through that small passageway, you go back into this room, and you see a familiar golden skull sitting
touch it.
on the altar.
We don't touch it.
Okay. And
We move everyone but me. Yeah, you did.
Yep. Can I move you? Okay. Nope.
I leer
There
at
we
it hatefully.
Yeah, it is sedentary. It is solid, not moving.
Alright. I edge open the door. Just make sure there's nothing on the other side.
Nothing that you can see.
Alright, then I open it all the way because I remember just those guys over to the side.
Wait, did we do the boar skull thing the day before this? Right. Okay, so that could have been reset from Alexandria
Oh,
trying it.
I wonder if the boar skull has one of the eyes in there.
Oof.
I mean, I destroyed it. If
There
it was
wasn't
there,
anything.
we would have seen it.
Yeah, you didn't see anything. It was just gore, Alexandra. You annihilated.
Okay,
that thing. So if it was somewhere else, maybe I don't know. You
Seems like
burned
just
that room out. Yeah. Didn't stay around long to search it, but you didn't see anything.
This room is gonna be right to gods. Way up. If I'm not going in the room.
Or the walls of history tell all.
I can't see anything.
I think the
Let's
walls
go-
of history tell all is the trap.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you should
I
see
think
some
that is
stuff.
the boar.
Could be.
Alright, so what are we seeing here?
Okay. Yeah, you step up into this chamber. Let me get my information for you.
I expected this room to be way bigger.
I know, right?
Same.
Like, I thought it went like 20
Maybe.
feet either, like 10 or 20 feet the other side.
A four-columned portico juts from the far wall, beneath which a stone sarcophagus rests in a small recess. 4 ceramic frog masks hang in niches around the sarcophagus. Beneath the masks, humanoid bones are strewn across the floor. To the east, a large carving of a tentacled frog monster squats above a shrine. Offerings lie on a shelf before it, and 4 rectangular frescoes adorn the adjacent walls. And I'll give you
Okay,
guys
what did the
that
walls of
description.
history tell?
Yeah, do you want to look at the frescoes?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
from here.
From here.
It's a fresco.
Absolutely. There are 4. Fresco is a carved is a relief carving. Actually, no, that might not be true.
No,
Those
frescoes are
painting-
plaster
just
paintings.
plaster paintings on the wall. Yep. They're just plaster paintings on stone wall. There are 4. The first fresco, probably going left to right from what I. So yeah, line the east. Yeah, 2. They line the east wall of the tomb, 2 on each side of the shrine.
Okay.
The first is I'll describe to you. A frog-like behemoth uses its tentacles to help the Omnuan people knock down a mighty statue. In the foreground, an old woman wearing a frog mask tosses 5 coins from her hand as though sowing seeds. And I will paste that. The second fresco. A frog-like behemoth wraps its tentacles around a giant crocodile as Omnuan hunters stab the crocodile with their spears. In the foreground, an old man wearing a frog mask holds a bug up to his open mouth. I'll paste that as well. The third fresco is a frog-like behemoth yet again, with 4 Omnuan hunters riding on its back. It finds a small boy in the jungle. The hunters seem elated. In the foreground, a young woman wearing a frog mask holds a knife in one hand and a headless chicken in the other. And the fourth and final fresco, a frog-like behemoth, wallows in a shallow pool as Omnuans offer it urns of food and treasure as tribute. Cracks in the fresco obscure the head of a human figure in the foreground, but you can see that it grasps a lit candle.
Alright, so we need some coins, it looks like. A bug. How am I gonna get a chicken? I guess I step in. I look for traps.
Yeah, make a perception or investigation check. Don't see any.
Oof.
Looks clear. You do see a patch of mold. That purple mold, those eyes open to look at you.
Alright, then I step into the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go look at the stuff over here, but not touch on the shrine. Is there anything on this? Like, there's offerings. What are the offerings that we see?
Yeah. It reveals several items. You see a 6-inch tall stone statuette of a frog behemoth, which probably weighs about 5 pounds, looks pretty hefty. and you see a copper bowl containing rat bones, 4 dead cockroaches, a green wax candle with looks to be a salvageable wick, and just 5 gold pieces loose on the altar.
So it's all of the things that are from this. So we've got scattered to the ground. Someone has to eat a bug. Sure what?
But the headless chicken thing.
Yeah.
I would assume it's blood.
Have we seen any small animals in this tomb?
I don't think so. Other than animals conjured by Brolin. He's the only one who's brought animals into this chamber. I think the closest were those weird, like, ice spiders in the room with the angry skull girl.
Oh yeah. How are these masks attached to the posts?
They're hanging inside of each, I believe. Yeah, let me. 4 ceramic frog masks hang. They just hang in niches. They're just hung up.
And there seems to be a skeleton underneath each one. Are they human?
They're humanoid bones. They're scattered. Yeah, make a medicine check.
Damn wisdom things.
Mostly human. There's some elf in there.
Okay.
So, the 4th fresco said it has cracks that obscure the head
of a human figure in the foreground. You can see that it grasps a lit candle.
So is there any way to see if that has a mask?
Not sure it's damaged. I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, like, if you could look, like, what is your idea here? You tell me.
I was just gonna look closer to see if, like, even on any of the edges.
Just looking at it. Just looking at it the way it is, it's damaged. Just looking at just the fresco and the damage on there, it's that head is completely damaged as it is.
Can
described.
I look underneath the fresco and see if there's any shards?
Yeah. Make a perception check. Yeah, you do find some shards on the ground, and yeah, you find them right beneath that 4th fresco, and pulling them up, there are a few pieces that you gotta put together, but you do see the face of a frog.
Okay, so another frog mask. I hold them up to the thing and cast mending.
Yeah, they seal into the wall. You repair the fresco.
Which takes longer than I thought it did. It's a full minute cast, which is annoying.
Yeah, it takes a minute for you to mend broken things just by magic, for sure.
Yeah, so, well, during that minute, I'm fixing the fresco so we can see the rest of it.
Yeah, what's everyone else doing?
I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, there's 4 masks, and there's 4 frescoes, which leads me to believe maybe we're supposed to reenact each one of them.
Says the walls of history tell all is possibly that.
The 5 coins are
also
there.
Wrote the gut.
Someone found rats somewhere.
Yeah, what are the rat bones for, you think?
They have to be the chicken one. The other ones all fit the other things.
I really do think it's just like a offering of blood, or at the very least some animal sacrifice. So
Because first one is the coins, which are on the thing. Then there was bugs, which is the bug second one, and then the last one there's a green candle in the last spot.
Right, right. But are those like previous people left those there, or are those for us to, you know?
Well, I don't think anything previous would be left here with this place.
That's true.
yeah, they're placed there by the attendants.
That's true.
Sure.
I just
Um,
don't know what the rat bones are for.
what are all the? There's 4 masks, right?
The 4 niches on either side of the sort of porch.
Can I take a look at them without touching?
Yeah. You see each mask, and I believe it's made of it's ceramic. It is well made. Looks like the face of a frog, fairly well detailed. You can even see the scales.
Are they identical?
Each one does look to be identical, or the one next to you, and you can confirm that by looking to the other side.
I just want to make sure that we didn't have to have different masks for different things.
All look about the same.
So, out of all this stuff, we need to find something to sacrifice to it.
I've only seen one bloody thing down here.
Wait, sacrifice. So maybe the rats?
Well, those are dead
The-
rats.
Yeah, they were sacrificed.
Right.
Was it written anywhere what the offerings of the thing were?
It's
No,
just the-
no
what's in the
words,
frescoes.
just the frescoes. Yeah, no actual language written anywhere.
Well, no. The things left on the shelf, the offerings.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that for you.
It was the 5 coins, a bowl of dead cockroaches, rat bones, and a green candle with a salvageable wick.
Oh shit. That was...
Okay. I'm trying to put some dashes on here because they disappeared when I went in. So this. Can I make this bigger? Because this is. Oh, Jesus. Roll 20 AI for the UI. Holy crap. This, and this. There we go.
Okay.
No problem.
All right, Brolin. Fetch.
Alright, what? No.
Go get a
What's
rat.
the statue of? Not the one on the platform, but the one the fresco. The one that's getting pulled down.
Which fresco is that? Let me see.
First one.
First one? It is a statue. Let me see. Knocks down my yeah. It is a statue of a very common depiction of the god of Chult, the primordial god of
Okay.
Chult Utau.
That's who I assumed it was. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't the frog human.
Yeah, it is. He looks like a man with a lion head.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be possible for someone to hunt down a rat? We've never been looking for them, but I'm assuming if there's the bones of a rat here, then there are rats.
I'm a bit out of spells. Otherwise, I could summon a couple rats.
I don't think that would work. If they're creatures from...
They'd
If
poof.
they're magically based, I don't think they bleed.
Ed, I can cast a spell, a level 2 spell. It will expend my last level 2 spell. Well, no, I got 1 level 2. I got 2 level 2 spells left.
I mean, even summoning animals, it probably won't.
Well, no, it's locate animal or plants. So
Oh,
I could find out where rats are.
Yeah. You want to try? You want to spend spells?
Yeah.
That's your call. You're gonna ask me. Concentrating on the voice and nature, you learn the direction and distance of the closest creature. So what is in your head? What are you trying to
A
discover?
rat.
A rat. A rat. The closest rat to you. Interesting. I just want to confirm whether or not there actually is one on here, or if I should just roll for it. Because if there's a real rat, like if there's a book rat, you know where that rat is, which would make the most sense, which is interesting. Okay. Let me peer through here. Just one moment. Man, it doesn't have a range. Oh, within 5 miles. Okay, well, let's see what.
I know. Listen, if believe it or not,
definitely
Brolin
rats.
used to do.
But it's the
Brolin
closest
used to be a
one. It'll
really
the
good
closest
rat
one.
exterminator in
Yeah.
Schultz.
It's the absolute closest one to you. I just want to see if there is an actual deal here. Okay. Roll. No, you don't have to roll anything. I'm gonna roll something.
Yeah. I think you're about to be told how far away the city is.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Brolin. You detect one above you. You're not quite sure. Not too far. Probably 100 feet, maybe. It is over to the southeast. It is definitely in one of the floors above you. You can go hunting for it if you want.
I sigh and I ask, how many rats are we gonna need?
Probably just one.
All right.
Yeah.
It's 100 feet upstairs, maybe to the northeast. You said. Ed?
Southeast, yeah. It's like around that area. I'm not gonna have you move on the map for this thing. It's just gonna be a survival check to go back up into areas you've already been. I wanted to see if it was somewhere you haven't. Luckily, it's somewhere you've already been. But in a level before. If you want to go searching, you can make a survival check with advantage, Brolin.
Yes, that is exactly what I'll do.
So let's see how long Brolin's gone.
Probably with them.
Sorry, I was just kidding.
You guys want to go with him?
Well, I would hope someone would come with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, War, you want to go with him?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
All right.
Give me that survival with advantage.
Thank you, War.
Could I spend the time they are away looking at new trap and
Yeah.
checking out his gear?
Absolutely. Perfect, because it'll take them a little while to go on the adventure to find a rat. Brolin and War, rat capturers extraordinaire. Yeah, they head upstairs. I think you guys probably find it, and it's just a lot to try and get at the thing and catch it. It squirms and it probably takes you through a few rooms. Unfortunately, luckily none of those have been rearmed, not to your favor. And you
I
will
will
get.
under the shield while we're doing that too.
You
I
don't
want
need
a
shield up.
slice of life comedy where Brolin and War are animal exterminators and Schultz.
During that time, as you guys
exterminators.
as you guys are digging through, you want to look up and down new trap.
I want to check out his gear. I mean, see
Yeah.
if anything looks magical.
Are
do
you?
it,
Yeah, you doing identify stuff as ritual? You've got
I
time.
can do identify, but I don't think there will be any more than just one item.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what's there, and then you tell me what you want to what you want to cast on and on what. So
we have 20 minutes. It might make sense to do a detect magic if you have that.
try that too. Let me just
I actually don't think I do.
pull this out here.
It was Valfine who. Yeah, Valfine has detect magic. I do not.
Okay, yeah. Um, yeah, they have a Yulqua, which is a Chultan weapon, a curved traditional blade wielded by Chultan warriors. You saw a lot of these in Port Nyanzaru, and it looks as though this individual, member of the company, the Yellow Banner, at one point must have either picked it up or already owned it. They have a Dungeoneer's pack on them, a pouch containing some gold, about 8 gold pieces. They also have an ivory back scratcher shaped like a dinosaur claw in their pack as well. Looks like it could be worth some money. You see a holy symbol. Go ahead and make a religion check.
I will assist you on that religion check. So why not?
All right. Public advantage.
Yeah, this is a symbol of Bahamut, the good dragon god, lawful good dragon god that many dragons choose to follow, dragonborn choose to follow. A silver dragon, I believe it is. And
Platinum.
one final item, a red crystal eyeball measuring 1 inch in diameter.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so that's where that is.
So we're up to 8.
I will list those items and their gold costs as well.
Yeah, we're up to 8.
8 magic items.
No, eye crystals.
Well, that might be like an
Need
actual
another
magic
row.
item.
Okay, yeah, this should have all the gold costs on it.
Of the ones spoken of, would I be able to use an inspection or maybe an arcana check to see if any of those items are well preserved?
Yeah, go for
To
it.
be
Make an
suspect of being
yeah.
magical items.
Make an arcana check.
Alright.
The sword looks spotless.
Okay. All right, so sword and shield figures.
Yeah, that's what makes sense. Shield is
Which-
just out of place. That's why I think it's something.
Which one could we actually make use of? I'm assuming someone can use either or one of these.
Yeah. Let's just. They're gone for a while. We might as well just start the
I
process.
mean, if I have a half hour, then I could do both. It is Brolin, so I think we'll just operate under that assumption.
We need like 22 minutes to do both.
Yeah.
I
Which one?
can't do ritual spells, so or I could cast it too.
Which one do you start with, Alexander? You got 2 items.
Let's do
in
the
front.
shield first.
You get about 5 minutes, maybe even 2 minutes into that cast before you start to just see the edges of the shield, the damage it's taken, the worn it has. Probably not magical. As you start to make your arcane inclinations, it's what it's doing is, I think the minute the ritual starts, it starts to just highlight these wounds that are not so easily seen by the naked eye, and you immediately look at it as this is most likely a mundane item. It's acting the same way mundane items do at when they're faced with the spell.
The sword then.
Yeah, you immediately devote the rest of your cast to the sword, and it does have some magical energy in it. It has been enchanted to be, no matter what the skill of the smith was who created it, they enchanted it to take the form of a master class swordsman. So it is, or a swordsmith, and it is a +1 Yulqua.
Oh, nice.
The Yokua's essentially long swords.
Yulquas are essentially longswords. I believe you are correct. If I scroll my way down and get the actual thing out for it, since it's actually been a while since we've seen the Yulqua. Oh god, no, it was all the way up at the top. That's right. This is a completely different room. I was thrown off again. I had actually scrolled over to it because we're going back to like old stuff.
Yoko's on this floor.
It was on this floor. I just have to scroll all the way up on my list to see where it is because I scrolled away thinking I was scrolling back down. Here you guys go, if you didn't have it already. The cool thing about them is they can be thrown like a boomerang.
Oh, they're a simple weapon too. It's a nice weapon.
It is very nice. Yeah.
Well, I could use this weapon.
Yeah. You want a weapon? If not, I can use it as well.
I mean, I certainly don't have anything better than a dagger. Would I be able to use dexterity, or would I need strength for this?
You could choose. Oh wait, let me see. Do you get to
Simple.
choose? What's it say?
No, this one looks like it's a normal.
It's strength.
Then I don't. I don't want it.
Yeah, it would be strength based. By the time your rituals have concluded, Brolin and War will have captured their lone doomed rat friend and made their way back.
Huh.
And you can hear a little squeak from Brolin's hand.
Shush, shush, it's all right.
Level 1 weapons take a attunement, right?
Don't think so.
No.
No,
This is not an
they're
attuned item.
just more effective.
Oh,
Aren't they considered magical?
they are magical.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's why they're +1.
It's not
Indeed.
attunement. I will use it, I guess, for now.
Yeah. The minute the skeleton is disarmed, some of its bones will crack from its ribs, and it will form a weapon of its own from the ethereal magic of Alexandria's spell. So, it will always remain armed.
Actually, that might be a better serve for Trap to have a +1 weapon.
He can't use it.
You can't.
Trap? Your skeleton absolutely can use it.
Oh, then leave it on him.
They can use weapons.
Yeah.
They use just their slam attack.
Is he a zombie or is he a skeleton?
I mean, one was a.
I think he was a skeleton.
He's
Either
a
way.
skeleton. He should be able to use his weapon attack like normal. He should be wielding a weapon,
Oh, yeah, then leave it on him.
right? I think they have a
Yeah,
weapon.
you can deck out your zombies to be like
Pretty
chunky.
sure. Let me just see. Confirm on the creature. Looking at a skeleton.
Yeah, I think skeletons are the ones that usually have.
They have short sword
I mean,
attacks.
I'm looking at one with a sword. Its picture literally has a sword, like
Yeah,
right,
let's leave it on him then. That's
right-
a better
right-
use of it for now.
yeah, right there. There's a big old sword on him.
I know they
Short
are
board,
illustrated as such, but
short bow, short sword.
okay.
So yeah, it can wield it. Doesn't
Alright,
require
then-
attunement. If you want it to have it, then I will remind myself that it has a +1, or you can remember.
Sounds great. Yeah.
All right. You have a living rat. You have found the red eyeball crystal and a magical sword. Your skeleton is a little more than you expected, and yeah, your friends return.
Okay.
Third
So
music.
there are 4 masks and 4 things to do. Do you think one person does it all, or 4 different people each do a step? It'd be weird to require 4 people, though.
Well, I don't want to eat a bug.
I'll do it.
We also only have 1 rat. So,
True.
since we can only do this once, I would say 4 people. All at the same time. Because if you think about it, this dungeon is balanced for at least 4 people, so it would make sense.
Might also be an order to it. I also don't know where we're supposed to do these things. Looking around the room, is there a spot on the ground that looks any different in front of the sarcophagus or anything?
Other than the bones that are scattered on the ground in front of the those little alcoves that hold the masks, the floor itself doesn't hold anything. The bones and the mold are probably the things that stand out the most. Other than that, nothing that stands out.
Well, all of these items were found at the foot of the statue. So I would
Or
assume.
here, right? Are these 4 spots?
Well, those are the 4 alcoves the masks were in.
Yeah.
But the tribute items themselves were left on a shelf. It's just one shelf, not 4 shelves, right?
One shelf.
So I guess we would all stand in front of the shelf and perform the.
The other spot it could be is under the pagoda. Here.
Is there anything decorative about the shelf? Does it look like it's dedicated to anything special? It's at the foot of that statue, right?
It is.
It's just a little statue, though.
Yeah. It's just a.
Statue's on
It's
the
that.
shelf.
It's that little circle, little statue on the shelf itself.
Gotcha.
Did you want to investigate it, like look around it, search it, or did you want to just like, just sort of peering at it from a standpoint, looking for any information?
Could I rely on my character smarter and more aware than I am and roll a check to see if I can parse where a ritual like this would be performed in this room?
Sure, you could do religion, or this sounds like an intellect-based religion, or I would even let Arcana. Any intellect-based skill would work here.
Religion would definitely be the one she goes with.
Okay. I mean, it is an altar. Definitely looks to have items on it already. Seems like the thing you would face. You've seen it before. I don't know how often or how religious Alexandria is, or how many shrines or temples she's been in, but stereotypically, at least in the plays that have been in, you know, the cities of Sword Coast, this is an altar.
I'm gonna say the altar. Just makes sense.
Okay.
All
Guess
right,
we should
so
each
what do we do?
acquire a mask, and
So
it's like,
before that, the bones are in front of the masks, right?
Yep, there's scattered bones. Nothing like no full skeleton, just bones.
I am wary that the masks have traps on them because bones on the floor in front of them.
I will investigate the trap. I mean, the masks.
Yeah, go ahead.
There it is. My character sheet decides to insist. There it goes. Looking for releases or anything. Any
Looks
physical
like a
traps on it.
looks like a ceramic mask. Like just looking at it, kind of trying to get your head through the back of the alcove. Looks like it's just hanging on a hook.
Okay. I don't see anything physical, at least.
The hook looks stable to the wall. Like yeah.
Okay. Oh, we can try it.
Alright, I lift down one of the masks.
Yep. You take one of the masks out of the alcove. You got to kind of reach for it. You're a little bit short to the ground, but with some help from Fenrir, you can get up and grab a mask, and you have a mask.
Oh,
Frog
wait, a
mask,
strap on.
ceramic. It does look like it has like a small strap on the back that it was hooked to. You could put it on.
I look at the back side of the mask that would be towards my face to make sure there's not spider webs or gunk.
It's a little dusty. Blow it out, and it's good to go. The sort of cord, or I imagine
Yeah,
just sort
I
of
put on a
coil
mask.
behind it. You put on the mask. You turn to look at your friends, and it's Wigglespark. He's got a frog mask on, ceramic frog mask. You can see his eyes looking through it. Mundane.
Seems to be fine.
Let's do the thing. I'll retrieve a mask.
All right, Alexandria, you grab a mask.
We
Okay.
should try to maintain the order of the masks too, maybe.
They're all identical.
case. Yeah, but left to right is like 1 to 4. Could be like that. Like if Wigglespark took this one.
Yeah, which
It would
mask are you
be
taking, Alexandria? There's 3 more alcoves. Assuming
Oh.
Wigglespark took the one he's closest to.
I'm not eating a bug.
So don't take the
So
second
I'll
one.
take the coins.
Coins
So the
is
first mask.
this one. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I'll
Um,
take the.
You putting on the mask, Alexander? You're just holding on to it.
I'm putting it on.
Okay. You place it on.
I'll take the second one and put it on.
You place it on. The cord stretches a little bit over your bigger frame more, and yep, you have a. There's 3 of you with frog masks on, and Brolin and Victor are left, and Victor says, "I will watch the door." And he steps out.
Fine. Boy, you need me to do any mask working?
There's one
Yeah.
mask left.
What, you just take it?
There's only one mask. They have 3 masks on, so there's one mask and then there was 4 alcoves, 4 masks, so there's one mask
Okay.
left.
And none of them were trapped, right?
And
No.
all your friends seem fine.
Alright, I pick it up and I put the mask on.
And you put it over your beard, and you look at each other, and all of you have a frog mask on. It's they all hold on pretty tight. What now?
Oh, I think Alexandria goes first.
I will count out 5 coins. and I
From your own
will-
pocket?
Well, there were coins
There are, yeah.
on the altar.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll leave the coins on the altar. I'll do 5 of my own coins.
Okay, -5 gold pieces, and you place them on the altar.
I do.
Okay.
Are you placing them, or are you're
I'm
spreading them like
sewing them.
seeds?
I'm sewing them in.
You're sewing them, so you sew them. So the coins rattle onto the altar. And imagine you step back,
I will remain where I am.
or you remain where you are. All right. The
I'll-
coins hit the altar.
I'll step up, I guess, grab a bug, and
Yep.
nom it.
Yeah. You imagine you took some time when you were with Brolin to look for a bug as well.
Oh.
If one is not here, or is there a bug here?
There's bugs on the
There
table.
were
Oh.
cockroaches.
Yeah, there
on
are
the
dead
table.
cockroaches. Yeah, you're right. There are dead cockroaches. So yeah, you just pick one up, and you crunch it in one bite. Make a quick Constitution check for me, War. Just quick. Actually, no. No. Don't even make a check. Tasty, tasty, crunchy, little stale. Little stale. All right. Anyone else?
You're up.
It's Brolin.
I gotta eat the rat.
No,
You gotta kill the rat.
look at the fresco. You have to cut off the rat's head and
Put it in the bowl.
yeah.
I go. I look at the rat and I pet it.
It looks up
And I
to
go-
you, squeaking, unaware
say-
of its fate.
And I say, I lean in close and I whisper, "I'm sorry, Victor Jr."
Do you use
And-
a spell to speak to it, or are you just saying that in common?
Yeah, I'm saying that in common.
Okay. Just squeaking and an unaware animal.
And I take out my little stone pocket knife and I go, "All right. Esther doesn't need to know about this."
You cut its throat,
Yeah.
where you are right now.
Oh well,
In front of the.
in front of the altar.
Well,
Wrong way.
Over here.
Yeah, you cut its throat in front of the altar, and it begins bleeding down its chest. Then what do you do with it?
What else do you have to do with it?
probably put it in the bowl.
Yeah,
It's in
put
your
it-
hand. It's up to you what you do with it.
I put it in the bowl.
I don't know.
But-
Because there's.
There were rat bones in the bowl, so I'm assuming it wants the body in there, or at least the blood.
Place it in the bowl, Brolin.
Yeah.
Okay. It sits in the bowl, maybe squirming a little bit longer, and then it's dead.
Do you think we should do my own candle or a candle from just like the candle from the thing?
Other than the bugs, we've done everything from our own. So I don't know. It's gotta be lit. That's the only
I'm
thing.
going to pick up the candle and light the candle with my flint.
Okay. You light the candle. The minute the flame hits the wick, you hear a sound in the northern part of the room. A sound of like a gear or something shifting, something moving, a metal on stone. And you hear a and looking over to the north part of the room, you see that the lid of the sarcophagus is shifting back and falls to the back of the sarcophagus hole, and dust kicks up from the back of it and quickly settles.
Well, we did something.
Set the candle on the altar and go look, I guess. Actually, no. Keep the handle in my hand and go look.
Get for traps.
Yeah. Do I see anything pergola collapsing or something?
Passive perception doesn't reveal anything.
I trust my passive perception. Anyways,
yeah,
it's not quite as good as Delphine's, but it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I look into the sarcophagus while still holding the candle.
You see a few things. You see a few like items, probably belonging to an archer, you imagine, because you see 20 brittle, very old arrows in a rotting leather quiver. A pair of bracers that seem to have stood the test of time a little bit better than its companion quiver. You also would see carvings of froghemoths adorning the bracers as well, and other than that, you see just bones and dust filling this entire chamber, this box, this sarcophagus.
So, guessing it's the bracers, but I don't.
Well, it's certainly not the arrows because they're brittle.
Yeah.
But it could be the froghemoth statues and stuff too. This is where we need to get it in the bag of holding. Have 3 of them in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to enlist the help of Fenrir, the immune to all trickster gods?
Yeah, why not?
Fenrir the immune.
Yeah, he jumps into the sarcophagus. He's got to get in there. Some of the dust and bones kick out of the way. He grabs the bracers and hops out. He's got him in his mouth, looking pretty happy. He's covered in some bone dust.
Hold up the bag open, and we drop some bracers in, I guess.
He drops it in, and they drift into the dark void of that bag.
Are we sure it's that?
Probably.
Well, we could make a check, see if anything looks like it stands out. If it's magical, it won't be affected by passage of time. So
the bracers definitely just by sight looked as though they have held up well in comparison to an item that was fully rotted right next to it.
Right. Or were the statues weathered at all?
The statues on the altar were, yeah. I
mean, on the inside, were there any? I thought there were little froghemoth statues or something.
No. The sarcophagus contains a pair of bracers, 20 brittle arrows, and a rotting leather quiver.
Okay.
Carvings of froghemoths adorn the bracers, and they do look to be in good condition.
That's what I thought. Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That's probably it. Cool.
Well, suppose you could give that to me and I can identify it.
Well, you have to touch it to identify it.
Oh, are we sure it's...
That's the froghemoth.
Are we sure?
The bracers, I'm guessing, are going to be the thing.
How do I feel about the frog key myth?
Ubalaka, so a few things about the spirits. They do have things to say at these shrines, but unfortunately, none of them are terribly helpful, but they all keen into what they say, and I did unfortunately forget to say what your spirits had for this, and 2 spirits with the party would have had some opinions. Nang Nang will urge her host to snatch up the gold coins on the wall shrine, and Ubalaka will warn against trying on the masks. Though that proved to be okay.
Well, of course he would warn against that.
He warns against most things.
Yeah, everything inside me was warning against putting on the masks, but
Makes sense.
it just seemed like the thing to do.
His own shrine is the solution is to put on the masks.
Yeah, but this isn't his shrine. This is somebody else's shrine.
I'm gonna try to put my mask back.
Yeah, you can set it back.
think. Cool.
Put my mask back where it belongs as well.
Yeah, you can all put your mask back easily enough if you wish, or do as you will.
Yeah, I'll return it.
Berlin, keeping your mask or putting it back?
Yeah, I'm putting it back.
Okay, all the masks set back into the niches they were in originally.
So, what was Ubalaka's opinion of this god?
Of this god? Oh, let's see. Ubalaka's actually alright with him, honestly.
Cool.
I
I'll
think
identify the bracers.
Okay.
Well, you have to touch them. Do you want to touch them?
Moa, what do you think of this guy?
Oh, she's uncomfortable.
Why? What's wrong with?
Oh, now I really want to touch the bracers.
Yeah, she would tell
Not that
you.
I know.
Kubazan's a bit chaotic. Maybe not something we want to deal with. Not so much chaotic, but very forceful. That's about all the opinions she has. You want to touch on the bracers, Alexandria? Call on them from the bag.
Yeah, I'll do that. Also, just because I can't help but imagine it. If our party dies, the person who discovers this bag is so fucked.
Yes, they are.
Oh, they're gonna pour it out, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, look at all these things!" They're gonna like hug all these magic items, and then it's just
God.
their
Their brain is going to turn to putty.
Yeah.
As you touch the bracers, they glow as a watery light ripples across the walls around you. You hear a bubbling sound in the edges of the room. A monstrous, tentacled shadow rises from the sarcophagus, and the air fills with the stench of a swamp. A rumbling voice echoes through the tomb. "You are brave to summon me. Together, we will crush the Undying One." Make a charisma saving throw, or you can choose to fail it to the detriment of your current host Ubalaka, who's just, "This one's mine." What do you wanna do?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Advantage.
And attempt to resist the spirit.
Nobody controls me.
Yeah, we see the tendrils make their way into you, these dark tendrils into your back. The shadow sinks into you like from the movie Ghost. You see it come through onto the ground and into your feet, and we immediately see the spirit of Ubalaka. We see this Zorbo crawl out, and we see the claws like holding on, and these tendrils fighting back, and this scene of Kubazan completely overwhelming Ubalaka and lifting his spirit from Alexandria, at which point the Zorbo spirit wisps around the room and immediately finds purchase once again in the magical item on it, which I forget exactly which magical item it was that you had that held Ubalaka.
Ring?
The ring. It pours
Ring or amulet? Yeah.
back into the item. And You can remove the flaw and ability you got from Ubalaka, and you have something new.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh, okay. Well,
Oh, this is good. This is so good. I'm so excited to see what you do with this. Okay.
That's less detrimental than I thought it would be.
I'm so excited to see what you do with this. Holy shit. Oh no, wrong person. That will be where? Oh, there we go. And oop. Do you see this?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead and apply those features after removing Ubalakas, and I'll throw Ubalakas up again just so you know what you're removing if you don't recall from before.
All right.
So yeah, you feel that spirit pour inside of you, Alexandria, and there is a presence of Kubazan in your soul. So we watch this sort of battle between trickster gods unfold before us quite quickly, and then all the room settles. The sounds and smells dissipate.
Well, that was invigorating.
You alright?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. So, she stretches her arms wide out. Right. Where are we going next? And then she just starts walking out of the room.
Yeah, Victor makes way. Everything go over well?
Well, the shadowy tendril bit was a little frightening, I won't lie, but
I heard some noises.
it's okay.
Good. And yeah, he makes way for you.
Apparently, I'm not spacious enough for two spirits to share, unfortunately, but whatever.
Don't want too many voices in your head.
In a place like this, I already have enough voices in my head, so I guess you would be correct.
True.
Oh, did we? I check very thoroughly around this room for any eyes.
Yeah,
Visualize.
just make a general check. Investigation, perception, whatever you think to search.
There's also no other effect to the bracers, correct?
There is. I forgot. Let me get this to you as well. I was like, yep, there's always actually a magic item attached. So let me give you these as well. Oh, no, wait, cancel. Cancel. No, it deleted the art. I'm sorry, the art's gone. It immediately got rid of it. Oh well, that's fine. It was cool art. There's no way for me to get it back. It's
I will
literally
miss
was
you,
one
cool
click.
art.
I know. Fuck me. I'd have to refresh the whole thing. It's fine. This should be only to you.
Was there anything for Nang Nang's egg thing?
Nang Nang's egg. Where did we pick up Nang Nang? Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the minute you take the soul, you attune at the same time.
Right.
So-
I had the ability. I just didn't know if there was something with the item too.
Do make sure your attunements are in line, by the way, Alexandria.
I'm not attuned to much. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if you have a trickster god spirit inside you, you are attuned to its items. So, oh yes. Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I love you, Jacob.
Uh-oh.
Just put this on your character sheet. There you go. Don't worry about the requirement at the top. This is different for what you're using it. I think that might be why I didn't show it to you
I see.
originally.
Okay.
It's all good, but you would
Okay.
know that. Everybody else has a magical item with their attached to their spear. Brolin, you have the staff. You know what that does. Whifflespark, you have what?
I have mine's a health amulet.
Health amulet. We know what that does. Cool. So I'll make sure everybody has one that they know what it does. All right. Yeah. Alexander leaves the room confident, looking good.
All right. How many?
Um,
Do we? Is that all the tricks to gods? There's how many more do we get?
2.
Whifflespark, you don't see anything else of significance.
Two
Okay.
more.
I was just double checking since we've been finding these eyes everywhere.
Go
We're
ahead
just gonna
and add that, boys.
purposefully be the last person out of this room.
Okay, purposely. Man, you guys are getting all the XP. Poor Valve.
Oh, I forgot to actually. What was the first XP?
okay.
I forgot to add that.
1,000.
Another
It's been 1,000 twice, so it's a total of 2,000 this session.
Oh man, no.
Yeah, we're actually crushing tombs like that.
Yeah, you guys have just crushed through 2 tombs in one sitting. I'm just like, okay, let's fucking go.
I love
Holy
that we
shit.
did that one properly. Oh, did it? Oh.
I think we know who's been holding us back. I'll just fucking. Oh.
My
Val-
experience thing decided instead of actually plussing, it freaked out on me.
What did?
My thing, instead of doing the plus like it's supposed to when I added experience, it just wrote in plus 2,000.
What was your? Oh, it's because you entered the whole thing. Do you remember what your previous experience was at?
Nothing level. That's all I remember.
All right, so is it fair to just put you at 3,600 then?
Probably that's probably fine.
Oh, it clicked in again. 36,000. Why is it doing that?
No idea.
34. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then I can't do. Okay, plus 2,000. There it goes. You're good.
That's good enough.
Yep. Yeah, you got to type a
Um,
plus when you type.
I
it.
did. I did a
Oh,
plus,
Weird.
and it just decided to write plus 2,000 when
Oh.
I made my experience.
It must have been a weird entry thing. Don't worry about it.
All right. So still have 2 more tombs to go to, and we still have to try and figure out our way into the barrel of death.
Yeah, we still
I
have
think we.
about 10 minutes left in the game if you guys decide like kind of what you want to do next.
I think we should go up the stairs, and then around, and not past this hallway to get here.
Yeah, you guys can make your long way
Right.
around if you guys want to just be around the chain on the other side. Absolutely. I'll move everybody
I was
if we're all
thinking
following each
going-
other.
Down.
We could
here.
go to the Minotaur
Yeah.
thing. Is that what you're looking at?
hmm
Okay. Which I think is way down to the.
Brolin is alone. Ooh,
Oh,
I
no,
turned him
wait,
on
no.
accident. Oop, beep.
I am not alone.
Yeah, Victor was with you for a second. He catches up.
I move. I go.
Yeah. I'll put you where the. Beep. Whoa. Boop.
Yeah, what do you, there we go.
All right, yeah, you guys make your way back down towards the waterfall, but turn back towards the that iron barrier, the Minotaur. Yeah, that small entryway is before you were. You were ahead of everyone else. What'd you like to do?
I want to take a look at it. 'Cause I actually haven't been up here.
Yeah, ahead of you, the face of a snarling minotaur is etched into a sheet of iron that bisects the crawlway. Its eyes have been cut out, letting you see through the sheet beyond which the tunnel continues onward and to the south.
So what haven't we used on this floor? Right, the gods is the only one.
Which might be behind the Minotaur.
Yeah. Does
Be
it
able
look
to
like
lift
it could be lifted or something? Yeah.
Yeah. What's your passive perception, War?
14?
You think you could get your fingers under there?
Should I try this? I'm gonna look for. Or actually, Wifflespark, you want to look for traps on this thing before I
Yeah,
try to
sure.
lift it?
I will squeeze in and look for traps.
Yeah,
I'll
perception or investigation advantage with War. I'll say actually you won't be able to help with just how small this corridor is. It's like too hard to like see and get around, especially with how large you are, War. Nope. Huh. You would learn something about this. It's not initially trapped, but you do know, looking up and down Wifflespark, some more details since you're spending some time here with War, since he's probably mentioned something about being able to get his fingers underneath, that this thing would lift, and it would, looking at the way it is in either wall, that it probably, especially with the 22, you see just sort of signs that only somebody who's worked in metal before, I imagine, if you've ever worked in metal or read a book on work in metal and metalwork and metal devices, this thing looks as though it would lift and probably latch. It's on some sort of chain and pulley system and latch, and people be able to pass through. But with a 22, you think that latch is probably on a timer. Just by the way it is, the cracks you're looking into the wall, you're getting that sort of expert eye in and seeing just barely with your dark vision some of the intricate works into the wall of this this machine that's before you. Other than that, nothing nefarious. But you imagine after whatever the time is that it would come down, you're sure it's probably enough for at least one person to pass through. It would. You're really not sure of the time. You can't dictate the time of how long, but you wouldn't want to be under this thing when it came down. It would hurt. But
So
definitely
we need
liftable.
It's liftable, but we don't want to be under it when it falls.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Or isolated on the other side, I would wager.
Roland, you want to try to lift this?
Sure. Let me squeeze past it. There
All
we
right,
go.
Alexandria, the dwarf starts coming through. It's really tight space to get past you.
We gotta kind of. Everybody's got to ripple back one, I think.
All right. All right. Anybody want to give me a pep talk, some inspiration?
Don't fuck up.
I go.
You-
I also say don't fuck up, but cast guidance on him.
Okay, yeah. So that's a D4, right?
Is this an athletics or is this a strength?
This can be athletics.
All right.
And what's guidance? D4 or D? What is it? Wifflespark.
D4.
D4. Go ahead and make
Do
a.
we- Do we want to test the timer? Like lift it and then just wait and not go through?
Might as
And
well.
see how long it is?
That is a 19.
You lift it, and according to exactly what Wifflespark said, he had it on the money. It clicks into place, and the passage is open. Do you wait?
Counting.
Counting.
What do I do?
We're waiting.
Well, let go and see what happens.
Yeah, I let go.
It stays. 10 seconds. 20. A minute goes by. And it slams down.
Alright, that's long enough.
I wonder if you can't open it from the other side.
I imagine that would be me going through then.
Because you teleport back?
I.
You can see through it. You know that.
We need someone who can lift it too. On the other side, but you can take someone back, right?
Well, we know what's on the other side of this door. We think this takes us to the barrel
Yeah,
thing,
I'm just saying. It,
right?
We want someone who can try and lift it from the other side and see if we can get back through.
Yeah.
She can take
Or
two people
someone
back.
on this side can lift it. I don't see why.
Right.
Oh no, I was because part of you going through is seeing whether or not we can all go through and come back.
And it was up a full
Someone
minute.
else go.
Yeah, Brolin, you want to lift the door again?
Brolin should
Or-
go.
Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Makes sense.
Well, what if we try it again? Have Brolin lift it this time. I'll go on the other side. Let it fall, and then I'll try to lift it from that side to test it.
Sounds good.
I mean, I think the two of you are interchangeable in this, so whoever wants to be on the other side.
Yeah.
I lift it.
You lift it, Brolin. You don't even have to make a roll, though. Your roll was great enough. You already had it once. You muster that strength, and you lift it enough for just War to pass through. Okay. To alleviate the time spent here, any experimentation with the door will reveal it holds no other secret nefarious attributes. It is what it appears to be. You lift it, it lasts for a minute. You don't want to be under it after that minute expires. And when it seals with War on one side, you are all safe on your side. War is safe on his. Any level of experimentation and time spent, even if it's a short rest, will not reveal anything of a nefarious intent.
So
other
can
than
you-
what I've described.
Could I open it from my side then?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So
It's
we're
a-
good.
It is a passage.
So we're all going through.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Victor in on the other side, just to get him out there. Yep. You empty out into a passage on the other side easily enough, and you see. Well, Alexandria sees a familiar sight. The rest of you see this hallway in its entirety. For the first time. It has a vaulted ceiling that, or not vaulted, it has a sort of triangular-like ceiling that goes up to a point. It is a, let me see if I can get the full description of it here. Yep. The walls of this narrow tunnel slope inward as they approach the 10-foot high ceiling, so to a point. Patches of mold cling to the walls and floor in the eastern half of the hall, and cut into the floor on the west end of the corridor is a 3-foot wide, 4-foot long rectangular hole with sunlight spilling out of it. All of the eyes flare up when you guys come into here out of this mold and are looking at you. There is a small passageway out to the south at Whifflespark. You're immediately by that you can see a chamber that you were in before, and you see rippled waves making their way across the room of heat.
See my rope.
You see your rope
Oh,
as
shit.
well.
I might be able to actually flip that switch from here. In between rounds of that wave going, but I'm not sure.
I believe it was a drop from there, right?
Oh yeah, 60
Yeah,
feet.
but he has the wall walk.
I can walk.
Oh yeah, you could. I forget you can do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could time it if you want to, or and shut that thing off and gather your rope.
Hmm?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, would take a moment. You swing out, climbing your way. Your feet stick to the walls, your hands stick to the walls. You can make your way right over to the lever and snap it shut. And there's not a wave that comes after the last that passed you.
Alrighty.
You flip
I
it up.
will collect the rope back.
Okay, you have 100 feet of rope.
Yay! Okay, I'll redistribute that back to everybody
Yeah,
after I
just me
climb
and
back
you.
over here.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. I will recheck that on my inventory.
Indeed.
Cool. We did
It's no longer silk rope in the angry room.
it.
It is passive room, and now you have rope. From here, is the last action of our party, since we're approaching 10 o'clock, to approach the end of this hall, or do we want to end it right here after War's collected the rope?
I'm familiar with the hall, so I will approach it.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way down. You do not see the glass on this side. Similar, you are reminded of that sort of enchanted pane, and it feels like stone on this side. And you look down into the drum, and the sunlight pours out from it, but it's not sunlight, it's that light from the candles in the maw, and it's that drum-shaped room I described before, just as it was, still as stone.
We have two options here. Go that way, or we could go from the balcony and go through the regular entrance to that room.
The balcony did contain a stair
Ah.
leading up to a secret door.
We passed through the
Sure.
hall and saw that the trigger man was still dead, right?
Yeah, he was dead.
Yes.
How far down is it?
Into the pit, about 15 feet to the bottom.
All right, I start tying a rope around my waist.
Okay. That's the pit you're right in front of right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Start to tie a rope around your waist. And what are the rest of you doing? Last sort of moves before we close. Are we approaching Alexandria to be behind her to help her, or what are we doing?
That's probably what War would do.
Okay, you can place yourself behind Alexandria.
Yeah, she'll tie the rope around her waist and then hand it back to her. She says, "Don't drop me."
All right. Victor is behind here. Are we all just lined up then, waiting to tackle this next chamber? We can end it there.
Yep.
If you don't mind, Jacob, I wanted to do an RP. It's the two of us.
Yeah. If we wanted to
Yeah.
do an extra RP at the end, do we want to all stick around for that, or do we want to do it as an after thing? Since we're
I
closing.
know you've been
it
on. I know you've been on a fan of the secrets well, mini sessions. So I figure
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
If you wanted like a moment with War alone,
Well, we were hunting for rats.
you were hunting for
Imagine-
rats. That would have
This
actually
isn't
been your moment. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figure.
Yeah. If you guys want to, I'm cool with it, and then we can end the main session there. Sounds chill to me. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening for some Dungeons and Dragons. Absolutely excellent. I think we could probably just drop to what I don't even know. Do we just drop? I'll just make a second channel, I guess, a second channel here if we're gonna do a secret thing. I'll be hanging out in general after if y'all wanna chill for like an hour or so. Alex
Sure.
and Kyle. And I'll be there. If not, if I don't see you, you guys have an absolutely excellent night. How do I make a
Yeah.
audio channel?
I'm gonna go make a quick dinner and then I will be back.
All right, cool. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Never mind. I don't have to make a new one then. All right, cool. So, then, yeah, Berlin, if you had something to talk to War about during your
Yeah.
time away with the rat hunt, let's play that scene out now. You were on the second level of the tomb, which I will remind you the details of, being that it has mocking devil faces graven into the walls, and the air always reeks of rotting flesh, unfortunately. With no light to nourish it, vegetation does not reach its way down here.
Okay. As we're hunting for rats, I go. Believe it or not, I learned something from my meditation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it turns out my body's not really mine.
What do you mean?
Well, I got my soul, but the soul is me. You know, he taps his chest. Brolin's here, but those hags, they gave me a new body.
So that's what happened when you died.
Yeah. It's something I expect with Valfine too, but I gotta talk to her about it. Maybe when she's not hugging Victor around Victor too much. I found got to speak to my master finally. She told me the best chance I had would either to kill the hags or make a deal with them.
That
But
boats well.
if I kill the hags, then I just might die.
Because of killing them?
Yeah, I think this body's connected to them in some way, or forcing them to give up ownership, or killing them might just stop this body from living. Yeah.
Well, provided we finish this soulmonger off, we can maybe bring him back with your real body.
That's what I'm hoping. And another thing, I know you and your tribe were connected. He kind of takes out the bowl. Turns out this was made by the big guy, Ubtao.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't expecting. Maybe I was. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe a gas. But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that's a reaction I should have expected.
I mean, I have had too much experience with Ubtao myself. I try to follow some of his teachings, but my grandfather had more of a story about Ubtao.
Yeah, it turns out my master, I think she's a worshiper of him. They
Good.
call it Kir Sabal. That's what she is.
Hmm.
Yeah,
There was another one of our companions before that had some connection to Kirsabal, I believe.
that's right. You were talking about
Before
that.
your time.
You know, if after all this is over, you should come with me there.
Yeah, I might do that. I have some business there. Pass off that.
Yeah, you look down in your bag at an item that you've had for quite a while, Warren.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, that reminds me. We gotta be on lookout of an item. My master says it's a key to saving Chult. Well, saving Port Nine Zaru more than anything.
What's that?
It's a all I can say for now is I'm looking for like a chalice. It's like a skull. Somewhere here. I owe my master that. She taught me it. I don't get it. It's like either I met her in the past or I met her in the time flew differently, but I feel like I've been gone for months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I owe her that much, but if keep an eye out for me.
yeah, I'll help you look for it for sure.
All right.
When we finally take a rest for the night, you might be able to help me with something.
Yes. What do you got?
There's some things that are going on with me through that placing the journal when we went back to my home area.
That's right.
I have something that I want to try, and in case something goes wrong, it might be good to have somebody there.
Oh, always. It's that black stuff, right? That fire.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be dangerous? Do I need to heal you?
That's what I'm worried about, but I don't know.
Well, I'm a little. Brolin looks pretty like. He's actually the clearest you've seen him since you entered the tomb. You haven't seen him like this for a while, actually.
Okay.
He is a little tired though. He has exhausted a lot of his spells.
Yep.
And his beast forms.
I don't know if there will be anything you can even do in this situation, but we'll see.
I kind of gesture to the bowl. Well, if you have some connection to Ubtao, maybe this will help.
Yeah. We'll try that.
All right. That sounds good. You just say when. I'll be there.
Yeah. We'll take the same watch tonight.
Sounds
Do
good.
it then.
Hey, look. the rat is on War's top of War's shelf. There it is.
Squeaks around.
Thought it was close by.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, as you guys finally retrieve the mouse, your conversation lost to the echoes of the chamber around you, we will end our session there. Thank you, gentlemen, for that extra aside. Always fun to always fun to see what. Then that totally worked out because you guys were away. A conversation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like,
It works.
ooh, this is a moment
Opportunity.
An opportunity.
opportunity to
That makes
talk
sense.
to War.
Been a
Right.
while since we had RP.
I
Yeah,
know
gotta-
it's been good.
Gotta throw it in there. There's a lot of room to room happening. So
Yeah, yep.
these after things. I'm gonna have to pick on people now and get everybody doing this.
Yeah,
All right.
I like them. They're cool.
They're fun. Okay, that is everything. Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. You take care. We'll see you for the next one. One more left in March, so we'll see you then. Bye.
All right, thanks again, Jacob. See you guys.